Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Monday. Not just a Monday, not a regular Monday. No, it is St. Patrick's Day Monday. So a lot of people celebrating their Irish heritage, or even if you're not Irish, you're just celebrating the luck of the Irish, perhaps. St. Patrick's Day, one of those big events every year. Parades this past weekend in New York, Boston, all over the country as people celebrated St. Patrick's Day, the Irish drinking green beer, having parades and corned beef and cabbage. So a lot going on today with the holiday. And then Rory McIlroy, I thought there was no way he could lose the playoff in the Players' Championship yesterday. The tournament came to an end. Rory McIlroy, Irish, JJ Spawn, they were finished. They finished the tournament tied at 12 under par down in Florida, and they decided, well, we're going to have a 3-hole playoff, and we're not going to have enough time or daylight to play it on Sunday. They would play it on Monday, and it looks like Rory McIlroy came up a winner. So the luck of the Irish there, not much luck. He's one of the best players in the world, but basically he said in the interview yesterday, thought I'd go home with the trophy today. Maybe I'll go home tomorrow morning with the trophy. Well, I thought, well, it's St. Patrick's Day. How would he not go home with the trophy? And it looks like he has come up a winner to take home the Players' Championship. You know who's a winner every week? You know who's a winner every time you call him? It's Valley Converting. You'll be a winner too, because if you go there and you have paper products you want to recycle, take them up there. They'll take care of those recycling issues for you. If you bring enough paper, you can get some paper back, if you know what I'm saying, a little cash. You need to go to T-Town, the gem city of Toronto, Ohio. That's where you want to go. You see Mike Biasi and the crew in Toronto.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
Want to thank Mike and everybody at Valley Converting in Toronto, Ohio, for all of their help with the 9-minute Phill-Up. We greatly appreciate it. We have a comment coming in, and Pauline says, "Hi, Bill. Hello. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully your Monday is off to a great start." And some St. Patrick's Day information. I just took a quick glance at on the National Day calendar. A lot of big St. Patrick's Day people out there. I know a lot of people really get into it. I've always liked St. Patrick's Day. But some people go just completely deep into St. Patrick's Day, and that's awesome. Everybody has their holiday that they like the best, I guess. And one of the fun ones, St. Patrick's Day. Well, here's St. Patrick's Day. So a few facts. Now, it's the Feast of St. Patrick. Wearing green basically started back in 1726. Now, St. Patrick, circa AD 385 to 461, the actual St. Patrick, apparently he wore shamrock to illustrate the Holy Trinity and wore green clothing. Now, some people say that story may be true. Some people may say it's not true. But either way, people are celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Cinnamon cloves. Oh, cinnamon cloves. All right. Interesting. Cinnamon cloves. Wasn't ready for that. United States celebrated before the country actually formed in terms of celebrating Irish, the Ireland, St. Patrick's Day. Many Irish immigrants, obviously. But so people started to celebrate St. Patrick's Day before the country was actually formed. Now we celebrate now with green beer, parades, leprechauns, and all those good things. And this sounds like a good thing. Made some cinnamon clovers rolls. Oh, okay. Nice. Absolutely outstanding. That sounds good. That sounds really good, actually, right now. All right. Brian checking in. Just wanted to say thank you from Rose Central fans for your excellent coverage of our team. Rob is killing it. You are the best. Well, thank you very much, Rob and Jack, running all over the Ohio Valley, running all over the state of Ohio and the state of West Virginia as they bring everyone the high school basketball championships. And Monroe Central, what a season. What a fall and winter sports season from Rose Central. Many of the players on the boys basketball team, also players on the football team, they had 2 sensational seasons. So congratulations to them. Now I'll have to wait and see what happens in the spring. And Charlene is checking in. And good morning indeed. Oh, there's the 4-leaf clover. Very, very nice. I like it. Brian, thank you for the kind words as well. Greatly appreciate that. So 4-leaf clovers, shamrocks, and how about corned beef and cabbage? Any fans out there of the corned beef and cabbage, Irish American fare? Now the thing is, this isn't a traditional dish, is what I found out. It isn't a traditional dish in terms of Ireland. It's something that we kind of started, and a lot of some of the St. Patrick's Day celebrations in Ireland, if they have such things, which I would imagine they do, many have been taken from the United States because we know how to throw a party. Absolutely. Now, corned beef. Now, when they corned beef, it just means it's brined and like a salt. But then the cabbage, and I'll tell you what, that's not a bad sandwich to have. Good meal to have. You can't beat it. I enjoy it. All right, John checking in. Good morning, Bill. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, John Michael. Also, Carolyn checking in. Happy St. Patrick's Day indeed. So hopefully everybody's having a great St. Patrick's Day. Now, we talked a little golf. We talked a little bit about St. Patrick's Day. We talked about corned beef and cabbage. And I don't mean to, I have my green on and with my tie and everything. Now, the question is not to shift gears, not to move forward to tomorrow, but I may have peeked ahead just a little bit for tomorrow's National Day calendar. May have just poked ahead. And there were a couple good ones on there, but one just jumped off the page at me. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Absolutely. What are we thinking about Sloppy Joes? Adam Sandler, of course, the Sloppy Joe song, and on Saturday Night Live, Sloppy Joe, Sloppy Joe. Well, tomorrow is Sloppy Joe Day. I can't remember the last time I had a Sloppy Joe. Cannot remember the last time I had a Sloppy Joe, but I do enjoy a Sloppy Joe. So it is something that we may be looking at tomorrow. Ooh, I'll tell you what. Julie just hit on it. The Reuben. You can't beat the Reuben. Love a good Reuben. Fresh cut fried. Fries got supper tonight. Oh, man. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Reuben, I'll tell you what. If I go into a place to get something to eat and I'm not sure what to get and there's a Reuben sandwich on there, I'm going to get it every time. Every time. Brian in on the Sloppy Joes. We're going to talk Sloppy Joes tomorrow. I'm going to have to get that prepped for tomorrow. Sloppy Joe Tuesday. What was the manwich sauce? Is that what it was? Came in the can, the commercials. Make the Sloppy Joe. You put the manwich on there. It was like a tomato sauce type thing. I don't know. Can't remember, but it sounds good. I think that's what it was. But Sloppy Joe Day tomorrow, St. Patrick's Day today, and as we mentioned before, Rory McIlroy playing in the Players Championship. How could he lose? Well, one, he is fallible. He showed that in the U.S. Open last year. Had a couple chances to win and didn't get it done. But he is one of the best players, really, of all time. And today he played in the playoff against J.J. Spaun, and it was Rory McIlroy who appears to have come up a winner. I'm trying to get an official result, but again. It's one of those deals where it's St. Patrick's Day. They're having the playoff on St. Patrick's Day. And he said yesterday when he was leaving the course, he said, well, I thought I was going to leave here today with the championship, but I'll have to wait until tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, this could be trouble right here. This may have been taking a look at this on, okay. Uh-oh. Spawn on 17 today. Oh, takes a bounce and goes over, and that basically ends it. Yep. Heartbreak. What a tournament for him. He's going to go home with about $2.5 million. So, if you win it, Rory McIlroy is going to get about $5 million. JJ Spawn's going to get about $2.5 million. Good stuff either way. All right. Manwich is okay, but made homemade. Yeah, best made homemade. Absolutely best made homemade. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to. I haven't made a sloppy Joe in forever, and honestly, I can't remember the last time I made a sloppy Joe. So we'll have to talk about this. If anybody has any sloppy Joe recipes now, do you go traditional sloppy Joe? Maybe we should wait for this for tomorrow, but. Traditional sloppy, I just kind of think of the hamburger meat with the sloppy Joe on the bun. I know some people might put peppers in it. Some people put my cheese on it, the whole thing. But where is it? Yeah, we're gonna have to save that for tomorrow. I think we're gonna have to save the sloppy Joe talk for tomorrow. But I think it's gonna be tremendous. Definitely think you need to have one. I'm gonna have to find corned beef cabbage. I'm thinking I'm gonna boom. Julie's got the best idea. I think I'm going to go find a Reuben sandwich at one of the local eateries, as they say. So that sounds like a good call. And then, the manwich tomorrow for the sloppy Joe. But if it's homemade, it's better. Absolutely. So I'm going to have to look up some recipes, get that thing going. So if anybody has recipes tomorrow for their homemade sloppy Joes, or if you have an idea that you think we ought to try, we'll be willing to try it. But I was looking ahead to the sloppy Joe, just happened to see that, so that kind of jumped off the page at me. Anyways, that is about it. A quick St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Can't thank everybody enough for checking in with us today on this St. Patrick's Day. We greatly appreciate it. We truly do. And I can't thank Valley Converting enough for their sponsorship of the 9-Minute Phill-Up. Everybody have a great day. Remember the 2 rules on St. Patrick's. Oh, wait a minute. Just thought of something. If you're looking for that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, I'm not sure if there'll be a rainbow there. I think there would be if you actually won. You could buy your own rainbow. But tonight, Powerball, $398 million, $185 million cash option if you win. Is that the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe take a shot. You never know. All right. 2 rules, everybody. Have fun and always try your best. Have a great St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.